Welcome back to the final of the UK Strongest Man. We are 3 events down with 2 left.
Let's see what's next with our head referee, Sven Carlson.
Next event, tug of war. Very simple. It's just about to pull your opponent into the water.
Well, in this final event, the positions after the previous event are the deciding factor for the matchups in this tug of war. Jay Hughes got injured, therefore Jimmy Marku goes through, and so the first matchup is between Dave Warner and Paul Carter, and this tug of war means that one of them is going to end up in the water, much to the delight of the crowd. And I have to say they're close enough to get wet with the size of some of these fellas and the displacement that's going to happen.
Well, Stuart, the biggest man should win here because he is massive. Just think of his name, Cuddles. All 29 stone, in he goes.
Well, that's Dave Warner going in. Dave Warner doing what he couldn't do when he fell in. So Dave Warner goes into the pool. Paul Carter takes the win there.
He didn't stand much of a chance there, I don't think.
So we're all heading towards the semi-finals, and we'll bring you up to date with that when it happens. But the first of the matchups, or the second of the matchups, is going to be Mark Westaby versus Dave Meer. And it'll be very interesting to see. Look at this. They're enjoying this. Let's have another look at this. The big man just getting the momentum of the pull in, Jeff, and that was the lot. That was it, wasn't it?
That was the end of it, Steve.
Paul Carter winning that one easily. Well, I promised you Mark Westaby versus Dave Meer. Well, Dave Meer with that injured leg. Current position, 5th overall. Now let's see who's going to prevail here.
Going to be interesting to see if the surface is slippery from the first pulse to it.
Looks to be a lot of water on the left-hand side, doesn't there? On Mark Westaby's side.
Yeah, Mark's pulling and Dave's gone. Yeah.
Well, Dave Meer goes into the water, so Westaby goes through. So Paul Carter and Mark Westaby, the 2 winning competitors thus far.
Great camaraderie in these events too.
Absolutely. Let's have another look at this. It's a lot of water, you're quite right. It wasn't cleared, so there's a real advantage to the man on the right, Dave Meer, but he doesn't take advantage of it, does he? Westaby wins that comfortably. Well, how will Glenn Ross get on? It's getting towards the end of this competition now, and he's the defending champion. He's got Richard Smith up against him here, and there's a big mismatch in terms of weight.
I think even I'd have trouble against Glenn still. They're both about the same weight even now. he's gone.
I just feel that was a capitulation.
Yeah. I think he feels very sorry for him.
So Glenn Ross the winner.
Yeah.
Let's have another look at this.
He's doing the 2-step there, didn't take any anything from it at all.
Well, Dave Meer's next up, and he's going against Richard Smith. 2 losers here, and up for grabs either 6th or 7th place. This is for 6th and 7th places. Of course, Jay Hughes, who was injured earlier on, he's 8th. He goes out. He doesn't compete in this. So we're looking for 6th and 7th.
I think this will be more even Steven, Stu, even because of the injury, but there's a body weight advantage as well. So, oh, there he goes. Dave wins this one.
Richard Smith dipped twice now.
Yeah.
So Dave Meer is guaranteed at least 6th, but he'll go up against Dave Warner, who was another loser, for 5th or 6th place. So he could move up 1 place in the next competition. But let's just have a reflection on this. Look at the amount of water on there. It's not been dried at all.
Oh dear, that was a trip and a half into the Irish Sea.
Well, Dave Meer winning that one. He's now got another one against Dave Warner because he's guaranteed 6th, but can he be 5th now? It's between 5th and 6th place. Now, Richard Smith is 7th. That we know now.
I don't know, Stuart. It's too hard to call this one. It's more even Stevens. You've got a body weight with an injury, with an active... oh, he's fighting, and he's gone. The lighter man went in.
Dave Warner in, so David Meer goes into 5th place and Dave Warner 6th. So we now come to the semi-finals. And it'll be the first look at Jimmy Marku. Just look at these scenes. Just one more look. Not sure there was a lot of traction on those boots. Dave Warner, and in he goes. Crowd really enjoying that. Well, this is semi-final time. Jimmy Marcoux, its first appearance really, got a bye because of Jay Hughes' exclusion through injury against Paul Carter.
Well, technically Paul should win because of the body weight, but I don't know so much. Marcoux is pretty strong, he's pretty even, and he's giving the big guy a pull for his money. Oh my good grief.
Well, that really went against the script, didn't it? I mean, it displaced all of that water.
There's no way he's going to try and pull him out, I can tell you that for nothing.
So Jimmy Marcoux goes through to the final.
Yeah.
And Paul Carter,
nice and steady,
will come again, and he'll be playing for 3rd and 4th place. But who against? Second semi-final, Glenn Ross versus Mark Westaby. 26 stone versus 26 stone,
yeah,
so even Steven.
Yeah, more even Stu. Anybody can win this one, and it's going to be a great competition. I think they're just holding on. Let the other man do the work, lean against him, little steps. Glenn Ross is taking the lead at the moment, and Mark's gone.
I think Mark Westaby thought he could win that, but Glenn Ross thought differently, so he goes through to the final as well. So we now know what the final markup will be, or pairing will be, but we've still got the battle for 3rd and 4th place to go. And then one more look at this. Ross looks very, very confident, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's just holding on, Stu.
Holding his form. Those little jerky pulls, look, have got his man going.
Little steps, and he's gone. Mark's gone. I think that's cold in the nether regions.
Now we're at 3rd and 4th place. Mark Westaby versus Paul Carter. Now, who will be 3rd placer in this event? Who will be 4th? Westaby on the left, Carter on the right. Oh, Carter's moving, he's sliding, he's gone,
sliding,
he's gone.
He's already gone. Yeah. Didn't take long.
So Westaby, we now know, is in 3rd place, and we now know that Paul Carter is in 4th. It was those jerky little pulls that did it, wasn't it? Got his man moving.
That's what does it. Hold your feet and jerk the other person off balance.
The final, it's Glenn Ross versus Jimmy Marcoux. Who is the champion? The lighter man versus the heavy man. 22 stone versus what, 26?
Well, technically Glenn should win this, but anything can go. Marco's in great shape. He's in good form. And Glenn's just trying to tie him out there, but...
Oh, no. Now then.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
Now then, what are the judges going to do there?
That's a foul.
He didn't want to get wet. I think he's given it up, hasn't he? Glenn Ross has given
Ross
it.
has won.
Well, I mean, that was extraordinary, wasn't it? A bit disappointing, actually.
There you go.
I thought we'd get more from Jimmy Marcoux there, but at least he's got the 2nd place. And that is a very, very good start into the final event. There it is, 8 points to Glenn Ross, Jimmy Marcoux 7, just 1 point down. Mark Westaby, Paul Carter, Dave Meer, Dave Warner, and Richard Smith. Well, Glenn Ross is defending his title, and a lot depends on the final event. Look at this, Marcoux is up by 1.5 points on the defending champion. Westaby in 3rd, Warner, Meer, Carter, and Smith. One event to go.
As you'd expect, the daddy did absolutely fantastic in that event, coming out on top and avoiding making the big splash. However, Jimmy Marcoux is still on top at present.
We couldn't have asked for a better scenario leading into the final event of the UK's Strongest Man. There are 3 guys all in contention for the top prize, but who's it going to be?